told us repeatedly defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They give them 14 yards that time. And set of downs. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. On second down, they run with Stewart. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard. Time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That almost felt like the defense said he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now the Panthers get set, third and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
So third and toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make our score 9-0. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. They juked him, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and now it's fourth down. All right, so the confidence here in the offense on fourth down, they're going for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got Kearse. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Shreds the tackle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have Coke and tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He's got time. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And last year was sort of a tough one for Jimmy Graham. He wasn't seeing the same kind of targets he was used to. Then, of course, came the patella injury that wiped out the second half of his year. So he and Russell never really found the connection. And here's an instance where they get a ball picked off.
His throw incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense showing blitz. Stewart is the lone setback. Throwing is Newton. Looking. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin. 32 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is it eat up one of their levels right away, because you know most defenses are 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 2015 All-Pro Thomas Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. In motion is the tight end Graham. On second down, Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. The 2015 Pro Bowler, K'Wan Short, in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down here on a frigid December night. 16 alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. It's far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse.
And got his man complete. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 41 yards. Now a play fake back here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Charles, a lot of off-air talk between us about the playoff picture, and obviously Patriots well on their way there again, but they'll have to do it this year without Rob Gronkowski. Of course, the Madden cover boy injured, maybe some talk of a Madden curse, I don't know.
You know, it's so funny when we talk about that. If you go back through the time, a lot of guys had big years after being on the cover of Madden. You know, I know Richard Sherman and the Seahawks went to a Super Bowl the year that he was on there.
OBJ had a good year last year.
Yeah, so listen, you and I both know Gronk. There's no way he sees it as a curse. He sees it as a challenge and will work his way back.
And we certainly wish him well in his recovery. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short, busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, here in the booth, we have a playoff picture if it ended today, and I'm looking at the AFC to take a quick pivot. The Patriots, Chiefs, Raiders all looking very good past that. A lot of shuffling still could be done.
Well, let's face it, AFC East has been locked down for a lot of years, so we know how that's going to turn out. But let's head out west because Oakland and Kansas City are tied at 10-3. But Kansas City swept the season series, so they have the ultimate tiebreaker right there. And the AFC South, the records may not be pretty, but it's snug there. Houston.
Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl corner dashing through the snow. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Defensively for Carolina, played well in Week 14. And remember, no Luke Kuechly, no Charles Johnson, but forced 5 turnovers, sacked Phillip Rivers 5 times as well.
They got a push from KK Short. K1 Short inside had monster season in 2015, a Pro Bowl player. Not the same production this year. That's what they've been counting on, and that really helped key their defense.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down. On 1st down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. First down, this is Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing again here, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, Wilson. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On 2nd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They come up in an offset eye. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
So we come upon half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We get a look at the Panthers' defense now. This will be their first crack here of the second half. We'll see what, if any, adjustments they made in the locker room.
And the bulk of adjustments usually come down to, guys, we did pretty well in the first half. Play with that intensity, with that focus, and we'll adjust anything else they throw at us in the second half.
Second drive here of the second half. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson backing up. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. You know what I want to do right now while we have a moment? I want to hand out Charles Davis's hardware for top performers week 14.
Okay, if we're going to do that, can we start with Le'Veon Bell with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Sure would.
236 yards on the ground, ended up with 298 overall in the snow in Buffalo, and led his team to a win.
Who else you got? I know you like Vic Beasley's performance for Atlanta.
Well, 3 sacks, including a touchdown after the strip sack. He picked it up and ran it in. And I have to mention Aaron Rodgers. Playing hurt, had a hamstring 2 weeks ago, a calf this week. The Packers are on a nice little run now, pressing for a playoff spot.
The grab made by Curse over the middle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Charles Johnson has played sicko most of his career going after the quarterback. That was his second sack of the game, and most of the time he gets to those QBs with quickness. That's how he gets it done.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. On third down, Procise. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Stewart is the lone setback. Now Newton. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. And the inaugural carry here for Falsey Whitaker. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Morgan coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. 3rd down here.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah,
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to be... And they force him to the sideline, corral him out of bounds here behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Morgan in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And Olsen over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And he's got room. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Brandon, I came out of my chair on that one. A lovely-looking deep ball thrown. They were just unable to connect.
On third down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He's got Curse. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. On second down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
They come out here in the eye. Wilson now to throw on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 3 quarters in the books. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've been lucky enough over the years to watch Richard Sherman work out in practice, training camps, and I always come back to one thing, the intelligence in which he plays his position. Because he knows what he wants to get done and what offenses can do to him, he takes very few false steps and is almost always in great position to knock the ball away, as we just saw there.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them?
And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Panthers are set up now with a 1st and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point.
Come on now.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And there, but unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Shut down, shut down. White, 59, white, 59, white. Check, 59.
To throw again is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Johnson in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And he's got his receiver. That's Ginn for a Carolina touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other